Leeds made it tough, but we did it in the end. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang hat-trick, including a Bellerin goal, has given us a 4-2 win over Leeds United. It wasn't the most easiest of games in terms of, in the second half, we sort of, went a bit slow, so that didn't help us. But looking at the timeline of the game, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang scored a hat-trick, a goal in the 13th minute, courtesy of an assist from Granit Xhaka, before he scored a penalty in the 41st minute from an Ian Mezier foul on Bukayo Saka. And then in the 45th minute, Hector Bellerin scored assist from Dani Ceballos. Then Aubameyang finished his hat-trick in the 47th minute from an assist from Emile Smith-Rowe. And then they had a little fight back, Leeds United. First of all, Pascal Sturridge in the 58th minute from a corner, and then Helder Costa in the 69th minute, an assist from Tyler Roberts, getting 4-2 for them. They tried Leeds United, and they made it difficult for us, but in the end, we got the better of them. And I think that's what matters. I think we scored 4 goals at home. We've got the 3 points. You can't really ask for much more, and could have got the clean sheet, but in the end, we won the game by 2 clear goals, and we went 4-0 up by 47 minutes. So you have to give credit to that. And Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was brilliant today. And is he back? Is he back? We'll have to find out. But 13 shots for us to their 9, 5 shots on target to their 5 as well. 45% possession for us to their 55, 420 passes to their 497, 76% pass accuracy to their 79, 8 fouls for us to their 17, 2 yellow cards for them to our 0, no red cards in this game, 2 offsides for us to their 0, 5 corners for them to our 4. Looking at the league table, that does put us above Leeds United, but if they do win their game in hand, they will go above us anyway. And that does put us 2 points behind Tottenham Hotspur as well, which is very good. And it does actually put us 5 points off 5th. It also puts us 6 points off 4th. So, if teams do win their game in hand, that will obviously change. But we're still very much in the hunt. But I think at the moment now, we have to look ahead to SL Benfica, who we are playing next. So very interesting to see how we do in that one, but we are going to get straight into our player ratings. We went with Bernd Leno in goal, Bellerin, Luiz, Gabriel, Cedric, Ceballos, Xhaka and Saka. Emile Smith-Rowe and Odegaard started together, and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang started up front. First of all, Bernd Leno. He came into the side obviously after his red card, and Matt Ryan played well the other day and the other week, so it was going to be tough for Bernd Leno to come back, but he did very well today. And yes, obviously he conceded the 2 goals, but I don't think he could have done anything about it, to be honest. One was from a set piece, and the other one was just a bit of switching off on the back. So yeah, Leno for me today is 7. Moving into the back 4, first of all on the right hand side, Hector Bellerin. In the first half, he looked alright, to be fair. He got the goal as well. Defending was alright from him. He's doing good things, moving forward with the ball. But then the second half, he looked pretty shaky, in my opinion. He looked a bit shaky. He got twisted inside half a few times, and that's where the second goal came from, I believe. So yeah, Bellerin, I'll give him a 6 though today, because on the whole he did very well and got a goal for us. David Luiz and Gabriel partnered, and again they looked alright together, not too bad. A bit of switching off at times. I don't think you could have done much for the corner. I think David Luiz could have done a bit more for the corner, but on the whole I think it was good performances from them both today, so I'll give them both a 6. Left hand side, Cedric Suarez. Nothing special from him today, but I don't think Rafinha did much, to be honest, in terms of run at Cedric and try and, put him on strings like he did to Gary Cahill. He didn't try any of that. I don't know what happened to Rafinha today. I expected more from him, put it that way. I expected more from Rafinha today, and it wasn't the hardest of jobs for Cedric, but again, he didn't contribute loads today, so I'll give him a 5. Moving into midfield, first of all, Dani Ceballos. I thought he played very well today. He partnered, obviously, Real Madrid loanee Martin Odegaard, and Ceballos looked good. I think the link up between him and Odegaard looked very good. For Ceballos today, I'll give him a 7. His passing was very good. He had to fill in the boots of Thomas Partey, and I think he did that very well. He lived up to the physicality demands of this game as well, so 7. Next one, Granit Xhaka. He got an assist for Aubameyang's first goal. He lost the ball quite a few times actually in the second half, and that's why in the second half we started to lose that midfield battle, which is why they gained a bit of ground, and that's why they got the 2 goals back. So for Granit Xhaka, I'll give him a 6 in this game, because on the whole we did win 4-2 in the end, and it's a good performance. Bukayo Saka was the next one. Very good today as well, as usual. You know, you could have won 2 penalties today, but you only won 1. AUBAMEYANG obviously scoring that, and he just caused a lot of problems. He hit the post as well towards the end, and brilliant from Bukayo Saka today, as we always need it to be. 8 for him. Next one, Emil Smith-Rowe. Again, he didn't do loads in this game, but again, in terms of linking up the play, you know, doing all the work that he usually does off the ball, I think he was pretty decent, and you can't fault his performance too much, to be honest, and I'll give him a 6. Next one was Martin Odegaard, and he really impressed me today. He looked really good. I think the word is just sharp. He looked really sharp on the ball. Some of his quick turns and able to dominate that midfield and try and get a bit deep, get the ball from Ceballos and then push it forward. I thought he did that job really well, Martin Odegaard, so I'll give him a 7. And obviously the next one, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Most goals today, most shots on target, most shots as well. It's just what we've been crying out for this season from Aubameyang, and we have finally got it. A bit of injury scare at the end with his Achilles, but it looked alright, to be honest. Why did Arteta push him on again? I'd rather just play with 10 men. Because we really brought on a centre-back with Rob Holding. So I'd rather just bring, you know, Aubameyang off, you know, play with 10 men for a few minutes than just risk an injury. But I don't know. He looked all right, though, so it's not a big deal. But looking at substitutes, first of all, Willian didn't contribute loads. Same with Elneny, so I'll give them both 5s. Rob Holding, he came on. I won't rate him. Not applicable for me. But yeah, that is it for the player ratings. We do win 4-2. The Emirates scoring 4 goals at home. A very comfortable win for us today. Aubameyang, he obviously scored a brace against Newcastle when he last started, I'm pretty sure. And then obviously had his problems with his mother. And then now he's come back into the starting 11. And now he's got a hat-trick. That makes him, I think, 11 goals for the season now. Set 8th in the Premier League now. So, again, he's all of a sudden, his stats are looking all right, aren't they? So, Good from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang today. Very much impressed, and obviously from the team, good team performance. I think in terms of the starting 11, what we went with, we put a lot of creative players in there, and I think the intention with that was just to kill Leeds off in the first half, which is exactly what we did, and the game plan worked very well. But in the second half, Leeds didn't give up, so big credit to them. They didn't give up, they kept going, and they got the 2 goals back. And if Bamford got the penalty, which personally I thought was a penalty, you know, the game could have been different, and, you know, they could have got one back, and it was Newcastle 4-4 rollover again. But yeah, we won 4-2 in the end. It was a job well done, to be honest. And I think now we have to move on. Benfica is next, and the build-up is coming thick and fast for the Benfica one. We have the preview tomorrow. On Tuesday, we have an opposition preview with the Benfica fan, and then on Wednesday, we have another live stream building up to the Benfica game with This Is Lucas Life and Gunnar Express, formerly of WSL. And then on Thursday, we have the match reaction, and we also have player ratings on Glenn's channel. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.